When we all start watching the Power Rangers, we always start to become fans of a specific ranger, and there are some rangers that we just must love. When I started making this list, I realized that I had to separate the men and women, as the list would have been endless. That's a lot of years of history, and there are many teams that have had excellent rangers. The list is not based on my tastes, it is based on all the comments I have been able to collect on this channel over a long period of time. Many of you have advocated for these rangers, and I have noticed that fans love these characters. Remember that the things I'm going to talk about each ranger are not necessarily the reasons that make fans love these rangers, they are simply qualities that each ranger has. You may not like some of these rangers, but that doesn't mean that they are not loved by the fans, and that's why we should respect the opinion of others. From now on, I invite you to write in the comments your list of rangers you love the most from the franchise. I'm going to start with one that you have fought for a lot, which is Merrick, the Wolf Ranger, the Silver Ranger from Wild Force Power Rangers. This character has been one of the most talked about in many of the videos on this channel, and his story is incredible. We should mention that this character's helmet is one of the best in the franchise, and his personality has captured the attention of many fans. A curious fact about this character is that he was the first ranger to show a little beard, since before that, no ranger had ever had a beard. Another fact about this character is that he has been one of the oldest rangers since he lived around 3,000 years. Now, I want to talk about a ranger that obviously should be on a list like this, Tommy Oliver, the ranger who started as a 6th ranger and then became one of the greatest leaders in history. In the channel, we have talked a lot about this ranger, as Tommy was the face of the franchise for many years. This character has been the most famous in the history of Power Rangers, and that is why the death of the actor who played this character was so shocking in society. I think we all know what this ranger has achieved, but to give you a summary, we can say that he had several transformations, participated in several special episodes, and was the leader of several different teams. Tommy Oliver also appeared in 2 movies, commercials for video games, advertising videos for new products, and many other films that were not part of the canon. Another obvious character on this list is Jason, the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin, who was also Zio's Gold Ranger. This ranger is on the same level of love as Tommy Oliver, and when the franchise started, he was the first leader of the team. This caused many fans to love this character, as everyone wanted to be the Red Ranger, and Jason proved to be one of the best leaders ever. The return of this character as the Gold Ranger was one of the most epic moments of the franchise, and this is why that specific ranger is also loved by everyone. Many fans have used the Gold Ranger costume in Power Rangers events, and obviously this is because Jason was the ranger who used this costume. When Jason returned in the Beast Morphers season, it was worldwide news, and all the media started talking about this news, as it had been many years since the last time of his appearance. A much-loved ranger has been Wes, the Red Ranger from Time Force, and basically the main character of that series. Even though the leader of the team was Jen, Wes still worked as a leader, and the story was centered around this character. This ranger is a natural leader, and he was able to show this throughout the season. This character has participated in many epic moments in the history of the franchise, including some special episodes, and has also been important in the comics. Despite being born into a family with a lot of money, he was able to learn to be better when he joined the Power Rangers team, because having grown up with money, he never had to face difficult situations and therefore had not learned to fight for his life. The evolution of this character is what has made many fans love him. One ranger that cannot be left out of this list is Adam, the Black Ranger of Mighty Morphin, and later the Green Ranger of Zeo and Turbo. Adam's personality is one of the best in the entire franchise, and this character makes others laugh, but he is also very serious about his job as a ranger. The best thing about Adam is that he has a big heart, and his passion for saving others is impressive. Adam has been in several seasons, 2 movies, and several special episodes, including the 30th anniversary celebration. In one of the special anniversary episodes, he was the leader of the team that came to help the Rangers, and the experience this Ranger has is extensive. When the producers broke the news that Adam was going to appear in the special 30th anniversary episode, the fans went crazy because this character has been one of the most important in history. Another beloved character has been Andros, the Red Ranger from In Space, and one of the bravest Rangers in the entire franchise. Basically, this Ranger had to make one of the biggest sacrifices in history, and that was to destroy Zordon to save the universe. Also, we must be honest, this Ranger was the best thing the In Space series had, and he will always be one of the best Red Rangers in the franchise. Andros is a great leader, but most of all he is a great Ranger, as he was very brave and risk-taking at all times. This Ranger has been very important in the comics, and it is very unfortunate that he did not appear in more special episodes after Forever Red. This Ranger's personality was very different, as he came from another planet and had a hard time being able to understand the culture of the Earth. Despite this, all the fans were able to love him because his dedication to saving other people was impressive. The last character on this list is Sky, the Blue Ranger of SPD, but who was also the Red Ranger of the same team. The evolution of this character is one of the things that fans have loved the most, and his progress was very noticeable in the series. Sky's story touched deep into the hearts of all the fans of the series, and possibly this was one of the reasons why many love this character. The SPD series has many Rangers loved by fans, but Sky has been the most notable of all in this category. We can keep mentioning Rangers all day long, as there are many teams and many Rangers that have been loved by the public. Honestly, making the men's list was easy, as the fans are very determined, and the list was short. Choosing the female Rangers list was very difficult, as the fans love a lot of female Rangers, and it was very complicated to narrow down the list. As I said in the first video, this list is not based on my tastes, but on all the comments we have received on this channel about all the times fans have mentioned who their favorite female Rangers are. Remember, if you don't like a Ranger on this list, it doesn't mean that other fans don't love her. Leave in the comments your list of female Rangers you love the most, and if you want to write the list of men, you can do it too. Let's start with one of the most mentioned Rangers on my channel, Gia, the Yellow Ranger from Megaforce, and one of the strongest Rangers in the franchise. This woman is one of the most loved Power Rangers, and in every video we post about women in the franchise, many fans mention her as their favorite Ranger. She is nice, strict, and a powerful martial artist, which she has always demonstrated in every battle. She is a very intelligent, self-confident person, and is classified as Miss Perfect. She is one of the characters with the most knowledge about all the Power Rangers generations, and this makes her an excellent companion. This Ranger is so important that she is the main protagonist of Megaforce. Moving on to the most recent Ranger, Amelia, the Pink Ranger of Dino Fury. She is one of the main characters of Dino Fury, and I risk saying that she could be the main character of this series. She is cheerful, adventurous, passionate, and likes to investigate the mysteries of life that everyone thinks don't exist. It is because of all her qualities that she has been chosen to be the leader of the new team, and very few Rangers have achieved such a turnaround. Very few Rangers started as regular members of the team and then changed to be leaders. This character had a great evolution. She was able to discover many secrets of her life and has always been excellent in battle. Now, let's talk about a ranger that everyone mentions on their list, Jen, the Pink Time Force Ranger and leader of that team. Even though she wasn't the main character of that season, she is so awesome that she didn't need to be on screen that much to be loved by all the fans. Her leadership is so natural that she has been the only Pink Ranger to lead a team and is known as one of the most powerful Rangers in the franchise. In the comics, she is a very important Ranger who has helped Kimberly on several difficult occasions and has had to be a hero when it comes to helping with time travel. A curious fact about Jen Scotts is that her last name was never said in the TV series and has only been mentioned in official press releases related to the Power Rangers. Another obvious Ranger for this list is Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin and the most famous female Ranger in the entire franchise. She was the first Pink Ranger in the franchise and every girl wanted to be the Pink Ranger to be like Kimberly. She was always the heart of the Mighty Morphin, and this was best seen in the 1995 movie. She was always a very loving Ranger who for a long time was very much in love with Tommy, but in the comics her story extends even further. In the comics we could see Ranger Slayer, a very powerful character who helped change the story, and some comics also tell us everything Kimberly did when she left the team. If we talk about the female Rangers, we can say that Kimberly has always been the face of that part of the franchise, since when a person who doesn't know about the Power Rangers, even so, always knows who Kimberly is. This character has appeared in 2 movies and 139 episodes, but if we count the special episode, then it would be 140 episodes. Remember that even though the actress did not appear in the special episode, the character did, since she was always transformed and was in the first 2 battles against Rita until she was turned into a small figure. The next Ranger is obvious, Trini, the Yellow Ranger from Mighty Morphin, who passed away in the special episode as a tribute to her actress who also passed away in 2001. She always stood out for being so smart that she was the only one who could understand and translate Billy's words. She was also always very tenacious and had a big heart. She saved Billy on many occasions, although the last time it cost her life, and she always did this knowing that she was at risk of dying. She was the first Yellow Ranger and appeared in 88 episodes until she was replaced by going to a peace conference. In the comics, we are given a story that explains everything that happened with this Ranger, and that is that she had to join the Omega Rangers. This is a more powerful team that has the responsibility of taking care of a great part of the universe, and at this moment she is the Red Ranger and leader of that team, replacing Jason. Let's talk about one of the Rangers who has made the biggest sacrifice, Kendrix, the Pink Ranger of Lost Galaxy and the woman who gave her life to save others by ending evil. This character is so important that Hasbro recently released her new action figure, even though Lost Galaxy products are not the best sellers. Many mention Kendrix in their list as one of the favorite Rangers, and her personality conquered the hearts of the fans. This character appeared in 33 episodes of Lost Galaxy and 1 episode of Lightspeed Rescue. Basically, these were the only projects that the actress did in her life, since she never appeared in anything else, except in Time Force when she played the voice of Contemptra. This actress had to leave the series because she was diagnosed with leukemia, and this is why they decided to end the character, since the actress was going to be undergoing treatment. It was very difficult to choose the last Ranger on this list, as there are many female Rangers that could be included, but I chose Taylor, the Yellow Ranger from Wild Force, because of her natural leadership. Many have mentioned this Ranger as one of the best in the franchise, and she has proven that she deserves to be among the best female Power Rangers. She was the first female Ranger to be second in command of the team, although many have mentioned that she should have been the leader, since she was a better leader than the Red Ranger. It should be noted that at one point she was the main leader of the team, and this makes her one of the few female Rangers to have been a team leader in the history of the franchise. If you like any of the Rangers on this list, like this video and subscribe for more Power Rangers lists.